Canvas.
First week back of classes, all is going well. Got quite a few things going on this week and next week. We are officially like 17 days away from Nyla Joy joining us. My house looks a mess right now because I'm putting together bookshelves and rocking chairs and changing tables. As you can see, I want to get all those things done this week. I don't want my baby coming here looking like, where my room at? Where my room looking dirty? Even though she won't, still. It's the thought. I think it's just the overarching thought that you want just things to be done. So it's one less thing you have to worry about. So we're grateful. We're actually going on a baby moon this weekend. This will be our last weekend together as parents with no children. How do you say that? Our last weekend together with no children. How about that? There it is. I'm so grateful for that. So the geese just said they're gonna take their time. They said y'all gotta wait for us. They said this is their road. They said, so what? You gotta go to work. This is our road. You invading our territory. What's going on this week with Gospel Choir? We are in the midst of planning our or preparing for our annual Calvin Music Festival. This is a music festival. It's like a music showcase with all, I believe it's 8 ensembles in the music department. And Gospel Choir happens to be one of those ensembles. So I always refer to this as the Super Bowl of the music department because all of the ensemble directors are working very, very hard and tirelessly, as well as the students and the bands and everybody. The tech crew is working together to make sure that this event goes well. It is our annual fundraiser for our music scholarship program. So it's an opportunity for the ensembles to put their best foot forward, as well as to just see the different styles of music that goes forth in the department. If you ever come to the basement of the chapel at Calvin University, you will find another office that I get to work out of, which is number 215. So with my work at the Calvin Institute of Christian Worship, with the worship apprentices, which is the photos you just saw, but also some of my work as a campus worship associate with campus ministries. The shelf just has some books and magazines and things that I read often, and mainly the hymnals that I get to work on. So this ecumenical African-American hymnal, One Lord, One Faith Baptism, I'm going to talk about that later in this vlog, so you'll stay tuned for that. The African-American Heritage Hymnal, which is a curation of some wonderful African-American spirituals, hymns, traditional songs that we sing in Black church, which is a great hymnal. Then we have the Santo, 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 and all these hymnals were published and produced here at Calvin. This gospel warm-up vocalist was written by Dr. Charcy Sawyer, and I needed to make a video on just her by herself. But I had the opportunity to write a devotion for this gospel vocalist warm-up. So if you're a singer, worship leader, you like to warm up before you sing, this book is perfect for you. It's really good for choirs as well. We do some warm-ups out of this book as well. So this is my space, very small space, intimate space, no windows. It's kind of quiet. My students call it the cave. But this is where I get to work during the week. So I have another book resource for you. This one is called Worship and Mission for the Global Church. This is something that I've been studying here and there. I'm actually diving into ethnomusicology, ethnodoxology. That's another video for another day. But ethnomusicology is the study of music of other cultures, and ethnodoxology is the study of worship in other cultures. And so someone encouraged me to read this book, and I only read like one chapter, but it's really, really a good read, and just kind of it's very thought provoking, as well as our role in the global church as worship leaders. It covers and integrates insights from the fields of ethnomusicology, biblical research, worship studies, and the arts. And so, in one of the upcoming videos, I'll talk about my goals in ethnomusicology, ethnodoxology, and some things that I believe God is leading me to do. So, another story for another day. But yeah, great book if anyone is interested in diving deeper in these subjects. So we are, how many weeks?
37.
How you feeling?
Great.
You gonna have the baby this week?
Ready. Not this week.
We have our 37-week checkup today. And look who's here.
Oh, she looks familiar. So funny. And he's recording.
My vlog. So Alicia is due.
21st, September 21st.
You having that baby soon.
I would not be surprised.
So for those who are wondering, this is an ecumenical hymnal called One Lord, One Faith, One Baptism, which was curated by a few individuals from different denominational experiences, correct?
Mm-hmm. Black denominations.
Black denominations.
Yep. Traditional black church.
Traditional black church. Actually, we can go right here. Yep.
Yep, there it is.
You had the Disciples of Christ, AME Zion, Seventh-day Adventist, Episcopal, Kojic. Shout out to Dr. Judy, AME, and some other contributors. And they all were here back in 2019, was it?
Mm-hmm.
They did a big concert, part of our worship symposium. It was great. And this is Katrina Reed, everybody, with the Calvin Institute of Christian Worship.
I don't know who I'm greeting, but
What would you say, like, from your experience of repetition, like how they went back to that part? Like, do you think the congregation needed a reminder, or is it just like when we say, when we think of the goodness of Jesus and all, you have no choice but to like erupt in this sound of memory, or this sound of remembrance, or rehearsal of
I think it's all of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think as a director,
Yeah.
And even as a worship leader, and you can attest to this, like, it's something to be attuned to the Spirit of God.
Yep.
To be aware of this this leader. She's the leader right now. I mean, he's facilitating the choir, but she's really leading.
Mm-hmm.
And then to where the congregation is engaged and participating with all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the part that is difficult for this choir director, or is that he's got to be in tune to all those things, and to know, like, when to repeat it.
And from being a part of this and being immersed in this culture all our lives, it just happens so naturally. Like, unless you pull the context out, you can be like, this is what's really happening.
Yes.
But if not, we're so used to it.
Yes. And it's okay.
Yep.
If the song ends up being 15 minutes.
Yeah, you don't even care about the time.
Because there's a ministry going forward.
Yeah. We all know what that loop means. Keep on going.
You keep on going. And see, there he goes.
Tamala, she looking like, I know you about to call me. So I'm not rehearsed.
No, not rehearsed
She
at
came
all.
as a visitor, as a guest.
But she's a professional. And I've been in choirs where we've got that kind of trust.
Yeah.
Where even in rehearsals, we pass the mic. And
Yeah. But you draw from she's drawn from her experience.
Right, and nobody
her
was
testimony.
expected to sing it like the other person, but how does this sound to you? What does it sound like to you from your experience?
charts, no lyrics. She's singing from her heart.
Yeah, and that's built out of a relationship
Yeah.
with God.
Yeah. That's testifying.
Like, yeah, it's the ad lib that comes out of the testimony and a knowledge of the Word of God.
Yeah, that's good. Look who it is.
Hey.
All right, this is Casey, everybody.
Hi.
Where you from?
I'm from the Philippines, but also Illinois.
Did you live in Illinois?
Yeah, Wheaton, Illinois.
Um,
Suburbs.
How has gospel choir here at Calvin impacted your life?
Like, greatly. I found my community that I never thought I would find. I did not like choir growing up, but within this community I found a good spiritual leading and just trust with people I never even knew before that.
Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear.
Is gospel music common in the Philippines?
Well, where I grew up, no. I grew up in a very conservative, like hymn-based church, and I remember leading a gospel choir Filipino like song, and I had trouble like finding like gospel, with that vibe.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's common.
What would you say to someone at Calvin who wants to be in gospel choir? I don't know. That was a weird question, but just general.
Be there.
Just be there.
Just be there. I wish I joined my freshman year. I joined junior year, and I was like, why did I just do this now?
You did come late.
Yeah, I know. Just do it. Hit register.
And Casey can sing. Sing. 1, 2, 3, go. La, 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 la. If you are in the area, in the Grand Rapids area, September 30th, it is homecoming weekend at Calvin University. That's when we will have our music festival. So come on out. Hit me up if you want tickets or information. 7:30 p.m., I believe, September 30th, 7:30 p.m. So come hang out with us and just kind of see the mixing of all of the sounds and of the music department and how they complement each other. What are the differences and what are the similarities and just how we all work together. So I'm excited. So excited about it.